If we try to come out, we reach the government officially. I believe the government is government of people, not who are governing people and who loves its citizens benefit from how they are. Because if PWID, people who use drugs or who inject drugs, will be identified by government, and female sex workers will be identified by government, adolescent young people will be identified by government. So we transgender women that are suffering from gender dysphoria, mental health, why shouldn't we come out? And most especially the sympathized ones, that is intersex, who people are seeing them that they are abomination, like sometimes they strip them naked and show people their identity from people that are behaving like animals. So we need the government to see us and to have a guidelines for us and to identify us. We are not sex workers, but people living with disability of being mental issues of gender dysphoria. And among in this mental health, it has many categories. We have transgender men, we have trans women, we have gender non-conforming, we have gender fluid, we have non-binary, etc., etc. All are under transgender people. Cross-dressers are under transgender people, either they like it or not. Transvestites are under transsexual, trannies are all transgenders. So if you are queer, you are a feminist, you are under transgender. Transgender is the boss, because the name LGB will not be completed without the T. That is for transgender. And we transgender, we try to come out from MSN.
Okay, you are talking about distinguishing yourself from the other.
Yes.
Because a lot of people who are transgender
yes.
are seen as gay.
Yes. So we came out and we are showing, because I'm not a gay. Despite the fact I'm a transgender, I'm not a gay. And anyone that identifies me as a gay, he's confusing himself. I'm a heterosexual somebody born by heterosexual parents, but I find myself a transgender woman. And as a transgender woman, if I may be able to, or in my destiny it was written I am going to transition fully to woman, I can go that. Because I like to keep the house, I like to cook, I have sympathy. I don't want to see you beating a child without yes, I know you can beat a child, but you must know how to have the love of your children. When they do a mistake, you correct them, not hashing on them, not abusing on them, not locking them, not punishing them at all costs.
Were you locked before?
I was locked. So many. My father could lock me up minimum 3 days in a cell he built in his house. 7 days, beating, no food, punishment of anyhow, frog jump, crawling, raising tires, raising gas cylinders, many punishments without food, just because of an offense of he don't want to put his mind to correct this particular mistake. But all this is history today. So that is why now we seek the support of medical practitioners, human rights activists, law enforcement agencies like police, DSS, lawyers and judges, to see us as people that are having disability. And journalists too. Thank you for correcting me, because we are friends of the community and we want to distinguish ourselves from kidnappers, because we don't dress to get to kidnap. Some other people do that, But I don't dress myself to kidnap somebody. I was working with an NGO to see how I can further healthcare system to people that cannot reach it.
Like the transgender.
Like the transgender and even the general population.
Okay.
Because if a general population told me that he's having sickness, he want test, I can take him to my NGO, they test him and they give him free medication without collecting anything from him. We don't need anything from him, but we want him to take the drugs. Let him take care of himself. So, as a matter of fact, we need our voices to be heard by the government and to identify us, and we want a department. Let the federal government create a department for us in the Federal Ministry of Health, Federal Ministry of Women Affairs Office, so that we can start advocating for trans children and their health issues. We make sure that they have their DNA and all medical information that's supposed to be needed, so that to get their gender identity, their national information, details, data as Nigerians who are living in this particular form, not fiction, so that trans people will come back to normal life. We have entrepreneurs among us. We have scientists. We have many we have journalists.
You are an IT specialist by yourself.
Yes. So we are providing our services to the society, not our gender identity.
Wow.
And the government need our own talent, our brain. What is inside our brain? What can we offer? What can we provide to assist the achievement of this development of this country? I'm not looking at leaving the country is the solution. No. The solution is to remain in the country and to find a way how these things will be solved. We don't need to be someone to take you and give you to have sex with you and give you 5,000 naira. Tomorrow, someone take you and give you 2,000 naira because you don't have work to do. For what? Most of us are graduates. We have many of them that are graduates, but because of the constitution of the country and how the health system of the country is, if we go to medical center, primary health care, you see how the nurses, because they are not trained, they don't have the psychological training of how to face any patients. They see us as a sinners. They see us that like abomination when we come seeking for health treatment. So we want this to change.
So two things I'm gathering now is that you want parents to understand their children more, so that when they have this kind of children, they can love them.
Yes.
You also want the government
and to assist them, not to send them out, assist them, support them to have education, because most of us we are sent out of our house, being thrown away, and no way to survive. 12 years. How can you send your child 12 years away and thinking him today that you ask him, I need money from you. Please send money for me.
That's for the family. And for the government, you want a department in the Ministry of Women Affairs and Gender Affairs, right?
Yes.
Federal Ministry, so that they can understand you more.
Yes.
Provide training for even little children with gender dysphoria.
Yes, there are many that are ready to learn skills acquisition. Some of them, they are makeup artists. Some of them are hairdressers. Some of them are spa. Some of them are chef, caterers. Many, and they do well. We need job. Our livelihood, we need something to do. You give your experience to the society. You have something in common in the month, so that you pay your bills and other things. Because I don't want us to be looking like anything was given to us is a granted. No, because some of us, the people are taking us for granted. I give you a shelter, but I'll be having sex with you without giving you food, without allowing you to go to school, without doing anything. And they don't want people to know that you are associated with them. At the end of the day, they sent you away after enjoying who you are. So we want this to change.
And it will change. Yeah, we have been talking with Amira. Amira is the transgender woman from northern Nigeria, Amira Muhammad. It's been a pleasure talking with her so that you can understand the ways of the intersex person, understand
the pain we are going through, because we are in pain.
Yes, the character of the transgender person and all his or her pains. Next week when we meet you, it will be another super edition of your program, People, Events and Places. I am Freddie Wenjora. I wish Amira well. Amira said goodbye to your friends.
Bye, I love you all. See you in another next edition if we are alive. Thank you.
Amen.
Physical Taliban #1. Hey, trigger man. We gonna sit up. We gonna sit up. I sit up. Somebody let's go, I sit up. Nobody want go gaga.